That guy doesn't even work here. I don't know who that was. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on this 2023 BMW M3. See right here. We're going to be putting PPF on this. It's in Isle of Man green. I think it's a sick color, and we're going to do some PPF on there so that it'll stay looking sick down the road. Let's just go ahead and hop right into it.
XPEL PPF is a polyurethane film that will go on a car. It'll go over your paint. You will not see that it's on there if installed correctly. It's a clear film, and it's mainly going to be stopping you from most rock chips. You can't really say any because some big rock chips could damage the film itself, but it's there to protect your paint.
I'm just laying out the hood so I can get it sprayed down, ready to install. This gel is just so that we can install it without all the contamination, the air bubbles, and it'll just look clean like it's not even there. Okay, thanks, John.
Hey, man, anytime for the run, you know what I'm saying?
That guy doesn't even work here. I don't know who that was. I'm just trying to pull out any slack and get the tension all even across here so that when I squeegee it, it's just nice and clean.
XPEL PPF, because it is a urethane film, it's going to be the thickest film you can put on a car. XPEL has the option of giving you the 8 and 10 mil film, which is going to be a lot more protection than something like a ceramic coating or a wax.
So basically, the reason I'm starting in these areas right here is so that stretch is coming from the largest area possible. So if I squeegee this around here and then I do this, then the stretch is coming from this little area right here. But if you push this in, then it can kind of like pull from the whole area, and it minimizes failure, and it's really just the best way to do it to ensure longevity and stuff like that. All squeegeed out and everything. I'm just getting the excess gel off of here so I can check for bubbles and we can start some trimming. The water is just so it can break up the gel. So once you spray it on there, it just kind of goes away really easily. I'm just doing a little trimming, and then I can go ahead and start tucking the edges after I can pop the hood. Right now I'm just rinsing out these edges so that I can go ahead and start tucking them. All that gel just kind of keeps it from sticking, so I just want to get a good rinse.
So ceramic coating, what it's doing is filling in the pores in your clear coat, and it's making the surface harder, which then makes items like dirt and debris more difficult to stick to. Ceramic coating is just making it easier for you to clean the vehicle, while paint protection film, or PPF, is actually stopping your vehicle's paint from getting chipped by rocks.
First step is for rolling these edges over is I'm just trying to make sure that there's no liquid right on this line right here. So that's what I'm doing with this towel, is just kind of pushing anything that might be before that edge past it, so that whenever I'm rolling it over, I just don't want anything trapped right there. Other than that, I'm probably just gonna let them dry out for a little bit while I install something else. I can come back to it and they'll just stick right away. Oh, just a little fender action. Yeah, I'm just gotta make sure that I'm not in Nick's way. He will yell at me. First thing I'm worried about is lining up this little badge thing here. And then once I get all those points good, I'm just gonna focus on this vertical, and then I can stretch it all that way.
So the type of vehicles that are best suited for PPF can really be any vehicle you wanna protect the paint on. That could be from off-roading cars, which can take a lot of rocks and gravel, to track cars, which get a lot of stuff on the track that could kick up on your car. And also just a daily driver, something to use on the highway that could potentially have stuff flying up into your car. It could be used for any vehicle.
I don't really like how much room I have here to tuck this on the edge, so I'm just gonna pop this cover off here so that I can tuck the material behind it. Normally, I like to give like 30 minutes or so before I let the edge dry out enough where I can wrap it. So I'll usually like install one, and then I'll go install a different panel. And then usually by the time I do 1 or 2 panels, I can come back to that first one, and the edges will tuck really easily. Tips for weeding: you gotta be really patient and you gotta have really good eyesight, because it's hard to see this and it's easy to mess up. I think I'm gonna go ahead and slap this bumper on. All right, so first steps with this bumper is I'm gonna find a midpoint here, like where this badge is and where this camera is, and I'm gonna center it up so that I can evenly stretch to the left and right side. And then basically after that, I'm just hitting all my reference points so that I can get the stretch in the right areas, and you know, it'll look as good as it should. So
paint protection film can definitely help protect the value of your car, because if you at any point would like to sell the car and you want to take the PPF off the car, you should have brand new looking paint. Shouldn't have any scratches, any swirls, any chips. So it'll raise the value just because the look of your car is way more presentable.
there's a separate piece that goes right here, so then this ends right here. A piece that goes right here, there's a couple right here, so it kind of all has to seam together. So it's really important that all of them are hitting all the right points, and so I'm just trying to be extra attentive to like all of the corners and things like that.
Hey, Nick here. We're gonna finish doing the PPF on this full front on this BMW, picking up where Darian left off. Basically all I have left is these couple of insert pieces, the mirrors, and the leading edge. Darian knocked out all the fenders, bumper hood, headlights, all the front end stuff yesterday. So we're gonna continue and get it knocked out today. First step is to make sure the panel's all clean and make sure there's no contamination or polish left over from when we did the one stage paint correction. Then we wanna make sure that our pieces, we have the correct pieces that we have plotted out, and then we can do our installs. The main thing on these mirrors, this actually is gonna have multiple pieces. It'll have like a piece for down here, a piece that goes around this camera here, but I also wanna make sure to clean it real thorough. As you can tell, there's actually polish in here from when we polished, which is normal. It just gets in the cracks and stuff, so you wanna make sure you clean that out so it doesn't get in your film. Now, even though I cleaned out the cracks, I'm gonna spray some gel in there just to make sure the gel actually encapsulates dirt and it'll pull out any contaminants within those cracks. Hey, what's up, bud?
What do we got left?
We got mirror caps, lower mirrors, leading edge of the roof, door edge, door cup guards, and that's it, I believe.
Maintenance required after a PPF install is pretty simple. The one thing you don't really want to do is power wash the edges, because they might start lifting up the adhesive off those edges. And just washing it regularly. XPEL sells a PPF cleaner that you can use to get any kind of debris, any kind of stuff off the film that you want, that you normally may not be able to take off with regular soaps. So XPEL gives you a full kit of options that you can buy with your film to provide you everything you need to keep it clean.
There's a lot of like lineup and stuff. You gotta make sure you're, you know, getting it on there correctly, because if not, you'll have some overlapping or anything you'll have to come back and trim. So now it's like the main bulk of the mirror. It's gonna have a piece right here that goes around this turn signal, and then there'll be a piece right here that seams up on this body line, and it'll disappear and you won't even tell it's there. Yeah, so I don't know how every mirror can't be that easy. There was no trimming involved, everything lined up perfectly, so won't have to mess with this after I dry it off. I'm finishing up the last piece on this car. It's the leading edge of the roof. It's basically the part that covers just the front edge from impact area. And that's it. We'll have this thing knocked out and done. Here I'm just lining up the front edge. And that's really all that you need to worry about, is the front edge and then the side corner here. Probably hard to see, but basically I'm just making sure this front edge isn't over. Fortunately, this is not the last piece, because I still have door cups and door edge guards to do. And I actually have to go cut the door cups out because somebody forgot.
White Glove has had numerous clients that keep coming back for the service of PPF. I mean, we've had people come in here from the beginning that aren't sure what the film is. They have a high quality car, an expensive car. And then over time, they just see how much this film actually works and how much it's protecting their vehicle. A lot of these clients just keep coming back because they understand the value of what the money that they spend into the film when they put it on their cars.
Just taking care of Darian's door handles and door edge guards that he missed keeps you from, you know, when you open your doors at like Quick Trip or, you know, gas station, hitting those, you know, those yellow pillars that are on the side. Basically keeping you from messing up your door edges when you open the door. Oh man.
All right guys, the car's outside, which means we are done with it. The full paint protection film on the front end is installed on this beautiful M3 Competition. This is a beautiful green color. Now the owner is gonna be really happy he protected it. We're gonna be doing a little edge check on this, making sure everything is cleaned up before the customer picks up. Otherwise, it's ready to hit the road. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Till next time.